everybody, this is Tanner, Mr. Cricut Crazy, coming at you with another video. This video is talking about Man's Best Friend Volume 2 stamps. And what I'm using is I'm using Always My Buddy with a Peachy King die. And these dies are my favorite dies I've ever used. Do you want to know why? Because you get a plate and you get your dies. You know, they're pretty filled, but then you get Peachy King stamps with them. They're called Cottage Cuts, designed by Peachy King Stamps. And these work kind of like if you had your Cricut cartridges already ready with the images, and you just run them through your Cuttlebug. So I'll be picking up a lot more of these to show you all to use, because I am in love with these. You get the stamps, the faces, you can mix and match with other sets, you know. I think that's what I'll be doing in my next video. And I might even use the peach, because I have the peach and the duck. But I'm definitely fixing to order some more, because look at this face. I want you to see the face really good. So let me zoom in real fast. I mean, look at it. I mean, who wouldn't love to have that? My mom wants me just to make her one just like that. And I already put it together, and so you didn't have to watch that. And I colored the little face with Copic markers, and I use everything with Copics. I took a white sheet of 4x4 paper, basil paper from HSN, ran it through the Cuttlebug with the die. Then I took my Copic markers and colored, you know, did my coloring and everything. So that's how that turned out, and I love how it turned out. So I even colored all the yellow and everything you see on that. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, comment on here. So then we got a orange base cardstock. I think this is paper tray ink or Stampin' Up, or I really don't know, because I don't label my paper. But 4 1/4. Now I hope to see you at my Ustream June the 4th to see my new design team and everything. Okay, so we got this paper right here, and then I'm just threading the twine out, you know, out in the floor, you know, like I always do with all my twine. And the twine went into the floor, so it kind of looks like a nice cat thing. So, you know, this is what I do with my twine. I mean, my new design team, they're kind of new with twine, but they're old with stamps. You know, everybody's old with clear stamps, and they know the great quality of Peachy King and Kathy, and this design team won't let me down, and they won't let you down. I trust them 145, 95, 4 billion trillion %. They're the best people that I know. That, well, there's so many people that I would love to have on my design team. It was so hard to narrow it down, and I narrowed it down to people that I talk to all the time and people I've known since the beginning. Just start out with the design team to begin with. And then, you know, in this 6 months, I might meet somebody new that I want in my design team next 6 months. Or, don't know if we're going to do it 6 months or a year. I think we're going to do 6 months just to start out. So we'll end the term around January. Or the middle of December. Well, June, you know, you'd have to do some calculating there. I'll have to do that later on in life. Okay, so there is the twine and on the card, and I love it. This is what I got the twine for, because I knew I could use it on almost every single project. And look at it. It looks so super duper cool. So then I am using the Cottage Cut, and bam, it looks even better. So let's put this down so it can look super duper awesome. And that's what we love, super duper awesomeness. Okay. And we're going to put this down with Pop Dots or Pop Squares from Hobby Lobby. Promote those real fast. And the face is like turned with the body. You know, it's sort of like, It looks really cool. And we're going to use Always My Buddy. And I'm just going to stamp it right down there. And I love the nice font. It's nice and calm. And it works really good. Let's stamp it right here. So there's that. And then we're going to use we're going to get out Man's Best Friend Volume 1. Man's Best Friend Volume 1. That's Volume 2. I keep a couple of sets. And I'm going to use the little heart that is shown. A little heart out of Volume 1. It isn't on the website, which I'm going to fix that. The packaging got messed up right there. So I'm going to fix that as soon as I get off here. Tell her about our problem. I just realized that. I was looking at the packaging for it. But I'm just going to ink up this little bitty heart, and it looks so nice, and I'm just going to stamp it around. And little hearts make it look so nice. And that's how I just did that. You know, it was nice, and it closed it all together, pulled it all together, and down at the bottom. Now, if you want to put something up here, it looks a little plain. So, you know, we can incorporate something. What could we incorporate? Class? Oh, I'm acting like I'm a teacher, and I really don't want to be a teacher. And my eye itches really, really bad. So, I'm thinking, you know, what we could put there. You all probably have an idea, and I'm sure one of you wonderful viewers are thinking buttons. And that's what I'm thinking also. So, I have out a couple of blue buttons. And that looks nice. And let's see what it looks like with 3. Never did so many. So I'm going to run in my closet and get my Pop Dots really super fast. So hold your horses. Okay, let's jump back on the horse. I'm so sorry about that. You know, you have to run and get something every time you do something. It's hectic. Okay. So I use Zots. I know some people don't like Zots. I know Caroline at Logan's Crafty Mama, she's not a big fan of Zots, but I sure am. I love them. I love them to death. Okay. So I'm just going to put it on the back of this. But I got the biggest 3D ones they had. So it's like really dimension popped up right here. So that's kind of my fault. So even when I cut it in half, it's still dimensioned really good. Okay, so really I only need a half of a half. I'm going to cut off this right here. Okay. So after I put that down, okay, and then to finish it off, I'm just going to use one of these, the whole Pop Dot for this right here. And I'm just going to cut around. And I would prefer you use your adhesive scissors. But, you know, these are really good multi-purpose scissors. They're for crafting, so I think it would work with it. Tim might have a problem, but, you know. Okay, so there's that right there, and there's adhesive all over this. So, you know, I need to get smaller Pop Dots. I'll definitely be looking into that in the future time. Wait, here they are. And these are glue dots, so this is something she would support. But, you know, it's already down there, and it looks great. So, we'll leave that. So, thanks for watching another episode of Mr. Cricut Crazy. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed my card, and I hope I inspired you to make something. So, thanks for watching Mr. Cricut Crazy. Hope you have a great day. Bye for now.